That's why I don't even want the other thing. And let me even tell you who am I. They told me I'm already Mr. Suntam, but let me tell you my age so that you know that if this person has 5, then you should also have what? 5. I am 62 years today. 9 months, 3 weeks, 2 days. It is now about 3.5 hours. You can imagine somebody of that age as vibrant as me. And I am a teacher. I'm a what? I have never done any other job apart from what? Teaching. And I want, by the time we leave today, everybody appreciates the importance of what? Being a what? A teacher. I've never done any other thing. I taught for 35 years. And I was a head teacher for 25 years. For the last 20 years, I've been a motivational speaker. 18 years at farmer. And I'm a proud parent of 6 children. And one what? One wife. I tried the second failed, so I left it. But of course, that's one of my regrets in life. Having one what? Now, let us be sincere. By the way, I've given more than 300 presentations in Uganda and outside Uganda. More than 300 presentations. I've been to the biggest stage in Uganda. So, you are not taking the best, but it nears that one. I share my experiences every other day. To students, to teachers, to big people. The little I have. One thing I request you is kindly never trust your head. Make sure you have a journal. You are young people, make sure you have a what? A journal. Never trust your head. Kindly request. Never trust the what? Your head. And as potential teachers, let me tell you this. Somebody understands using 6 methods. The students will teach, understand. You must do 6 things for a child to do what? To understand. I want you to understand it. 1, that child must listen to you. Using the what? The ears. So make sure you motivate, you encourage, you support the child to do what? To listen to you. So if you are not vibrant, those children might not listen to you. I know some of you are already teachers. But make sure you motivate, you encourage, you support the child to do what? To listen. Number 2, the other mode of how somebody can understand is using the what? The eyes. So the first level of understanding is using the what? The ears. And when somebody listens to you, he understands only 10%. Empirically tested and scientifically what? Proven. Even if you spend here the whole day somebody taking you, only taking how much? 10%. The second level of understanding is when somebody uses the what? The eyes. So when you are teaching, make sure the child uses the ears to listen to you. Encourage them, support them, motivate them to do what? To listen to you. Number 2, make sure they do what? They read on their own. Support them, motivate them, encourage them to do what? To read on their own. You can find a way so that they do what? They read. When they read on their own, they understand 15%. Empirically tested and scientifically what? Proven. The ears give 10. The eyes give what? 15. Now the hands, somebody writing, why I'm telling you to write, and why I'm telling you this. The hands give somebody 20%. That's why I'm telling you, never trust your what? Your head. Because you'll only take in 10. When you go outside after this presentation, when somebody asks you that man can talk one night. Why is he even mad? Is it okay? Yes. So the ears give what? 10. The eyes give what? 15. The hands give somebody 20%. That's why I keep on writing. Wherever I go, where I'm not going to write, I feel bad. I must write. I must do what? Write. Writing gives somebody what? 20%. I'm talking to teachers. Now the 4th level of understanding is to use the what? The mouth. Sharing. Now sharing gives somebody 50%. That's why you need to encourage your children to share. Let them ask questions. Because this world belongs to great what? Askers. They should ask, they should share, they should answer as much as what? Possible. The ears give what? 10. The eyes give what? 15. The hands give what? 20. The mouth give what? 50. Now, the other level of understanding, the reason why I'm telling you this as before I even begin, is to do physical what? Exercises. So that the brain is what? Active. The brain is what? Active. That's why you see me walking. I can't speak when I'm just sitting like this. I cannot. And that's what has kept me alive. And as vibrant as I am. When you see me walking on the street, you don't see me walking like this. Well, that is not a teacher. That is not a what? Teacher. No way. No, not me. Not what? Not me. The only person I told, and she has reminded me, is this one. Look it up for her. At Kampala School, and feel that original. You remember? That original one. That one who goes to assembly and everybody says, yes, the man has done what? He has come. Nabano nyadambalina. Namwemba kolaki? Namwembalina. So the fifth method is what? Being what? Physically what? Active. That's why I do physical exercises every day, so that my brain is what? Active. So that the brain gets oxygenated what? Blood. But when you are just like this, no, it doesn't work for you. After 20 years, you'll be worn out. You'll be what? Haven't you seen people 50 years, 40 years walking like this? They died long ago. Haven't you seen them? Yes. You have seen them. Simply because of inactivity and being idle. Never be idle. Is it okay? Every part of your body was meant to move every day until you die. Every part of your body was meant to constantly what? And if you're going to be a good teacher, please make sure you constantly do what? Move. The brain must work. The hands must move. The legs must move. Every part of your body was meant to constantly do what? Be moving. Unless it is resting what? Time.